Just getting set up here real quick, everybody. A little bit, not for a long video today, being the marvelous Friday that it is. Just a few pieces of mail have come in. I figured I'd show you guys what I picked up this week. Some of this stuff will be going out consignment tomorrow, so I wanted to get the stuff posted relatively, well, actually on a video pretty quickly here. So, first up, got a little Mike Trout action here. This is the Heritage rookie of him. Now, as you can tell, these were very hard grades back in days, so you can see the whiting down at the bottom. More than likely, this comes back a 9 because the centering's pretty nice onto it. What's up, Magnus? Hey, what's up, Greg? So, yeah, I picked this up in a Raz. I think I won it for like 20 bucks or something like that. I wanted to look at it in depth closer because a lot of times you don't see these things that are already graded. There's something wrong with it offhand of not receiving that gem. And this is just one of them. I think these sell for about 100, 110 bucks on auction in this condition. So it'll end up going out for a little bit of a consignment just because it's just not something I want in my collection at this time. I was helping fill something for somebody and came up. All right. Up next, little Stanton rookie, another Raz win. I think it was like 20 bucks or something. I won this as well, too, at 2 spots. This here, I've been looking to pick one up for a while. Just never really pulled a trigger. Stanton just has not been the same to me since he went to the Yankees, but you never know down the line. He could turn into being good again. Not injured every year for like 60 games a year plus. But figured I'd pick it up just to have it for right now. Like I said, I've been looking for one for a while, but just never really pulled a trigger. This was in a Raz, and I was like, what the heck? Let's see if we can get a little action onto a Stanton. Next, we got the Barry Bonds auto. This is an upper deck. As you guys know, this is a BGS 910 from 2000 SP Authentic. This is the chirography version auto. Bonds just doesn't sign a whole lot, and I haven't had anything of his that, was in a product autographed. And again, I picked this up, I think I had 2 spots in, so probably about 30 bucks into it. Whether or not these things sell for around 150. So, figured it'd be something cool, even though he is in the old Giants uniform and not a Pittsburgh Pirate anymore into it. Figured it'd be a nice little pickup to add to the collection for right now until I can upgrade to a better auto card of it. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it will eventually one day, if he ever stays healthy. I mean, he just hasn't been the same since he went up there. And what we all been waiting for. Everybody remembers this. They came back on a 2-day. Oh. It graded. Oh, it means it's a good grade. Auto got me on a 9. But overall, well, I'll take it this way so you guys can see a little better. 10 centering, 9-5 edges, 10 corners, 9 surface. This would have a chance at the PSA 10. I'll show you where they got me in the auto, and I clearly missed this. Do you guys see the break there from the J over? It's right in there is what they're saying. See how the smear is right there kind of into it? Let me see if I can get up here a little bit closer or not. But right, I got to watch the camera. Right in there, you'll see there's that break there, but in there's just a little bit. I missed that. My fault. My bad onto it. But man, you can't really tell. It's real hard to see. You got to see it underneath magnification, but still a very awesome card to come back. Being Bowman Sterling in this grade will still seek some high value onto it. Like I said, somebody will end up getting this, and they'll want to cross it over with 10 corners, 10 centering, 9-5 edges, 9 surface. So if you guys get any Sterling, I'm going to tell you now, this had very, very 2 faint lines onto the card itself, all right? And that's what they gave it a surface, was a 9. So make sure you're looking at your Bowman, Sterling, going all over it, looking it down pretty good. No, I'm not. I'm selling it outright. Actually, we'll move Mr. Barry over. Oh, there went Stanton down. Stanton down. Nothing new. Nothing new. Stanton's down. Nah, Dominguez will go up. He'll probably go on consignment. I mean, the Raws, they were going for like 800-ish, 1,000. Being graded, they should have no problem reaching at. But yeah, overall, like I said, when you guys are looking at grading cards, and I showed this for an example, I wasn't too sure about centering, of course, onto it, which they gave it a 10. The edges looked really good onto it, so 9.5. The corners, was packed fresh pulled. It wasn't moving around in there to where it got dinged. I didn't jam it in the sleeves and stuff like that. But if you remember on the video, there was just a faint line coming here, and I believe it was somewhere up here. There was just a little bit of a line. I didn't know if it was the wax line or if they were embedded into it, because a lot of these products will have a wax line onto it from the chrome, excess chrome, I guess, onto it. And you can just wipe that stuff right off. That's not altering a card or nothing like that, because I didn't apply anything to it. But, this one didn't have anything on, but just had some faint lines. And, with the gloves on, you could just go over it lightly, and you could tell and feel if that's in the card or not. And you can also usually tell the difference once you start doing it. So not bad overall. Like I said, I think somebody will end up buying it, crack it, and send it to PSA and getting themselves a 10 out of it. But I have my eye on a couple pieces this weekend. Well, actually, that just got put up. So, yeah, more than likely I'm going to move that for a PC piece that I've been digging into, a couple of them. But, I mean, overall, I was impressed by it. I was not expecting such high grades, to be honest, on it. I figured the centering would be a 9.5. I figured edges were going to be like a 9.5. Corners, I didn't expect a 10 on either, to be honest. So it's still a very beautiful card of Dominguez himself. It's graded. Auto did not go off the card. As you can see, there was a little bit of white spot. That was my first thing when I was milling it in. But yeah, right in there is where they got me at because a little swirl into it. And I was like, man, how'd this get a 9 auto? And it was just because I was so happy getting it and wanted to get it pushed out. I really never magnified the auto piece on it, which is my own fault. But still a good card of them out of 75. You don't know how many are actually going to grade 9.5 to begin with. And I'll tell you, if that's the case on these Sterlings, that they're going to be that picky on the autos, it might be better to go PSA onto them. But yeah, a little crazy mail week. I don't think I got much more hanging out there in the mail right now other than one card that's out in limbo, which I'll give it to the end of next week. If it's not in, I'm sorry the guy's just going to have to eat the loss onto it. I mean, it's only been since the 14th. But yeah, only thing else coming in is going to be I got a PSA 9 Zion Hoops. It was some insert card. I picked it up last night to help fill a card, and I filled a Sosa Leaf Rookie PSA 10. So nothing real big and crazy coming in elsewise. You guys start getting ready to prep for a show on the 19th and seeing what all is going to go. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, where's your Zions and Morants at the show? And it's just, they're not going to be there. I'm not going to sell them at the low point where they're at now. They're going to bounce back and start next season. I mean, if you look like a Zion Optic was selling about $350, now they're what, about $240-ish? PSA 10, that's $110 difference down. And I'm sitting on 5 of them, so. But yeah, some cool pieces come in. I mean, like I said, the Trout was just helping somebody out. Just going to go DC Sports on consignment with a lot of that Immaculate and stuff that I opened up. Only I kept was the Aquino, just because I know there's collectors out here of Aquino. I'm trying to, what I said, if you guys come by in the shows, I know there's a lot of people from Louisville check. What's up, Void? That check me out at the shows. I will be there. I'll post it on the Facebook business page, not the group page, but the business itself, where it'll be at. I'll be bringing a lot of slab cards and some wax. There won't be any cheap stuff. I guess you could say, the cheap dollar bin stuff that's all in a store. So, but I'll make an announcement on that later. If you guys want stuff from the store, buy it as a local delivery. You can pick it up there. I don't plan on being set up long at the show. Probably at about 11:30, maybe noon, the very latest. Start packing up and heading out. The only reason being is Bowman Chrome releases the week before that, and I'm going to really be pushing time on a lot of things that day. But I want to go up there and be set up at a show support for a show. The guys always set in mind. Plus, Allen and Ginter, I think, is the only thing that releases that week, thankfully. Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of Jaws at all. Jaw I'm keeping. Zion, he does get injured, but if you look, even Ben Simmons was injured for a while now. His stuff's going up. But I think the issue with Zion is they didn't play him the minutes that they wanted to after he came back, plus missing the playoffs. But a lot of people like my $1 or $2 boxes, man. They used to go in there and find tons of stuff. And I'll tell you what, a lot of that stuff now, PSA 10, they made some money. Yeah, I think Zion will be fine. I honestly don't think Zion will stay with the Pelicans after, I know it's just his first year's done, but once his rookie contract's done, I think he'll go elsewhere and be fine. A lot of people compare him to Greg Odom. I don't think he's that bad. I mean, the boy, he could play. I mean, if you watch some of the games and stuff, he's got range. He could shoot. I just think that he was dampered down, just like R.J. Barrett, another one. But yeah, if any of you guys from Louisville or out in Kentucky stop at the show on the 19th, I forget where it's at. It's like a Moose's Lodge or something up in Louisville. But I won't have Zion's there. I will not have Jaws there. I may bring Luca. I haven't even decided yet on that. But I'll have more baseball, football, some other basketball stuff too. Yeah, Yankees, man. Look at Judge, Stanton, Torres. I just happened to look at their roster today because they were playing, and I'm like, man, who's that kid they just brought up? Luke Vogt or something like that? A lot of people have been running his stuff. Oh, Volpe, that's it, Volpe. I knew it was something like that with a V. Yeah, everybody's running his stuff now. Yeah, I don't know. The sad part is once I started, like, my case behind me has never been so packed of graded cards. And I'm just like, I don't even know what's in there half the time. Until somebody asks me for some, I'm like, I believe I have one in that stack over here graded. No, I'm not going to put bonds up. Once I find one, it's I'm one of the people I always upgrade. But if I find other bonds, it's like a PSA 10 or 9.5. It will eventually. Right now, it's just been a hard time. Like Kuna stuff, man. Now that he's back, it's like a steady little increase on his. His stuff dropped a good bit when he got injured. Trying to look back there. Pete Alonso ain't doing much. Tatis was kind of dry till he hit a homer the other night. I think that was his 13th of the year when they played that doubleheader. I can't even tell who's all even back here. Christian Pache, however you say his name. He really hasn't done anything. No, Void, I've never mailed you anything. Mm-mm. I never owned a PSA Bonds 8. Mine were PSA 10s I had from the set. Honestly, I don't even have your address. I know that. Yeah, yeah, a lot of channels out there. Many, many, many channels anymore. And tomorrow I'm breaking a case of Topps Chrome Jumbo, but it'll be on Facebook. I'll put the video up when I'm done and get it all nice and prettied up for everybody. Uh, Figured I must have break. Except there's a card out there. Two cards I'm actually looking at. I just haven't pulled the trigger on yet. Probably. I think it's in my phone. Matter of fact, yeah, I do because you've called me before. Weird with PSA. I've had my recent one came in. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. It went into assembly. It's been assembly all week. Hoping it changes. Yeah, used to have the Eloy PSA 10 Bowman Sapphire rookie of him, and it shot up to like 450 or something. I sold. I didn't have much invested into it. Yeah, recently I've been chasing down some old hometown boys, and then basically Pittsburgh dudes, and then picking up some odds and ends in vintage. I'm just really afraid that eventually somebody's going to hit the vintage market up and it's going to shoot up enormously because they're just done with the newer stuff. And I can just see it happening. The only thing good about vintage is it always goes up gradually. So, I mean, like, if you really look like 10 years ago what a Mantle rookie cost and today, I mean, big difference. No, I'm not buying a Mickey Mantle rookie. Yeah, I've had this will be the fourth order back since submitting them in May. This one I submitted July 6th. They logged it in. Oh, I bet you it was somewhere beginning of August because I was maybe even middle of August. I was surprised how quick it went into assembly. But I know originally when I was talking to the rep there, he said assembly was taking a while last time, and mine flew through in like 2 or 3 days into QA1. I'm hoping that today it changes into QA1 or through the weekend so that this ships out next week. And then I still got 3 economies that haven't been logged in yet, and then my bulk. But I don't ever expect the bulk to really come in for a while. There was nothing big and crazy into it that's really going to offset anything. A lot of my bulk was like 80s cards and stuff that I was shooting the PSA 10s on and stuff. I was kind of hoping that my quarterly special from the 80s was going to be at least going into grading very soon, but it's still stuck on a third stage of analysis. Because that there, I got 2 of the Ripken FF errors on, the Johnson Marlboro error, uh, some Griffey rookies. I think 2 Don Russ or 1 Don Russ and 2 Fleer, a 89 Bowman. There was couple I threw in from the 86 Tops trade set that I dismantled. I'm trying to think. There was some other ones in there. I think some Smoltz rookies, stuff like that. I was just surprised at some of the prices and said, what the heck, for $8 a card, you couldn't beat it. And after the show is done, just so anybody's still watching, I am going to make up, I don't know how to really explain this. It's going to be boxes that have like packs of cards. So like it might have some Archives Baseball, could have Topps Chrome, Topps Series 2, whatever you want to call into it. And I think I'm going to start off relatively small, about 10, 12 boxes of it. And what I'm going to do is put inside an extreme redemption cards for stuff. You know, maybe two or three in the first batch to where you get something. It could be a graded card, it could be a one-touch card, something like that. Give a little chase into it with it. And I'm looking at those being like $50 a box, just because hobby packs are kind of expensive. So I'm gonna try to work it with it and see. And eventually try. I would do basketball, but basketball would just be so expensive to do right now. Football is going up immensely in price too, so I'm going to look at it and see if we can hit other sports or maybe a multi-sport one later on. But just for people who can't get hobby packs and stuff like that, I'll basically box the stuff on camera and then well, I don't know if I want to box it on camera. I might just, yeah, I'll box it on camera, but I won't post a video until after or something. But I'll number them and stuff on camera. And as people buy one in the store, you'll just get like basically a random box. I'll use random.org live on a camera type deal, and then that'll be your box type deal. Try to stay away from anything that would be scammer related to where like, oh, you told so and so to pick box 7. That's where the good one was at. Stuff like that. Because if you get a random box, you get a random box. But I'm not going to announce what the chase cards will be inside of it. I think it'd be something kind of different. And if you decide to open it up live, you might get a chance to hit the chase card right off the bat. But I'm not going to put the chase cards inside there. What I'm going to do is just put a top loader with like a dummy card in there. It says what the card is type deal. So I figured that way people want to get some hobby packs and that really can't, get up into buying the $200 boxes and stuff like that. We'll try to make something cheaper up that way. And then we'll have the repack will be ready for Black Friday. It'll be very limited on the repack product. I don't see it going above 15 spots or 15 packages onto it. And the idea is going to be is that I will come live on Black Friday whenever the craziness all starts, and I'll stay online for a while, and then uh, probably come back on later on that day to finish them off type deal. And those there will be all mixed sports between anything. And the idea is to have either slab cards in there, or I should say graded cards, or if the card is not graded because it's a thick stock, it'll be numbered like 25 or less. But I haven't really come up with a price range onto it yet. I'm thinking $100 a box onto it, just because most graded cards nowadays are PSA 10s are over $100 a pop, and then possibly maybe putting like a card inside says you want a wax box or something like that too. So be a little something different. I just realized I have two Yankees players up there, right in the middle. Just really dawned on me. And then next week, like I said, it'll be Stadium Club Baseball. I got 2 boxes of, and 1 box of Donruss football, which I can't believe Donruss football is coming out at $245 a box. I remember Donruss like complaining it was like $120 to $140 a box just maybe a year or two ago, and I'm just like, wow. I don't even know what Stadium Club is even at. I just happened to somebody asked about the Donruss football, and I was like, he's like, I have no way on that, and I'm like, yeah, a lot of people aren't going to pay that. Now I see why people are actually going in and stocking Walmarts and Targets for all the retail stuff. Yeah, I figured I'd hop on real quick today. I didn't want to make a super long video or anything. Show you guys that Dominguez did come back. A couple cards come in the mail. I'm going to get some stuff put in the store. That's the stack. It's actually behind Mr. Trout there. A couple basketball that I found, and the rest are going to be some Topps Chrome. But basketball I found, Cal Guy rookie was hiding. Orange Ice, Kawhi, Green Curry, Ice Harden. Oh, you guys seen those from the other day. I gotta go back through that box because there was other stuff in there. I just haven't really had a chance to, I guess you could say, pick and roll through it too much. I think there's a PJ Washington rookies, Kobe White. I think Emergent was in there, stuff like that. But I'll get those put in between today and tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing a whole. I keep getting these weird text messages. Whole lot going on this weekend, but I'm going to get everything put into play pretty much starting after the 19th on the show, and then we'll start doing some little mystery products and stuff. Have people have a chance to get a nice chase card or something out of it. Nothing that's going to be like super high in production, like 100 boxes and stuff. Heck, I couldn't even get 100 boxes on camera, I don't think. Might be able to get about 25, 30 at the most with the help of the top camera. But other than that, everybody, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll be bouncing around probably some of the YouTube channels for once this weekend and checking them out. Trying to think, I'll get that stuff posted up here shortly about the show. I gotta send a picture from my phone to my email, so if anybody's interested in that, that way you guys have the date and time onto it. And I'm only going up here with 1 8-foot table, so like I said, unless somebody wants something out of the store, let me know ahead of time before it. That's pretty much it. So I hope everybody has a good weekend out there. It's raining crazy out here right now. Probably the after effects of that hurricane coming through. So kind of perfect timing with it. And then I'll have the case break tomorrow sometime on Facebook in the Monster Den. If you guys are a member of it, I'll be in there. Going to do it relatively random teams, 26 spots with two, what do you want to call them? Combo teams that have 3 teams in each just because they don't have a lot of hits. And I'll post that video up. You guys take a look. Hopefully I pull somebody good auto tomorrow out of it. But other than that, everybody, take care. I'm going to go get me some dinner, and I'll see you guys through the channels throughout the weekend. Take care.